Hello and welcome to the Pennzoil Cup Series for Race 18 at Pocono. The Pennzoil pole will go to Cody Russell, driving the number 77 for Minnesota Motorsports. As we take the green flag, this starts the second chase race in the season, Race 18 to be more precise. But Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, is definitely a different track than we've seen. Probably the closest track we have resembling this is Phoenix, but we have not been there yet, so this is completely new to the drivers. Anyways, out of turn 1, Cody Russell still in the lead. The inside line getting along pretty well. Looking behind, you see Michael Jones, Ryan Dunn. Those two guys need to make something happen today. Had bad runs last week and really need to pick it up here. Ryan Dunn now trying to move underneath Jones. Jones gets a little loose. Dunn looks like he's going to try to fit his way in on the inside. That Toyota, a favorite to win the championship, and definitely a favorite to win here as well, as he was quick in qualifying. But Ryan Dunn, I mean, he got wrecked out in New Hampshire last week. He's in danger of losing. In fact, if Jack Newman did not blow a motor and managed to stay in the race, Ryan Dunn wouldn't even be in the chase right now. So, and Michael Jones also is really close to getting out of the chase. He's down in that lower 5. So those two drivers are in need of a good run here. Cody Russell, however, is doing just fine. He's up in the top 10. So no worries for him, but still, I mean, even if you're inside the top 10, you need to keep getting those points. It's only an 8-race chase series. People drop quicker than you think. At least one person drops every race. As we're looking back in the field, here is Jack Newman, the first driver who was dropped out of the chase. And that National Racing Chevy, it was kind of sad to see him drop out after all the struggles he went through to try to get into it. Was really good in the early part of the season, but just didn't have enough, I guess, in the later parts, including the lead up to the chase, and it just didn't happen. But anyways, that 7 car is just looking to have a win now, as pretty much all the other 10 drivers that are chasing the field right now are looking to do. That's pretty much everything that's going for these guys right now, including Conrad Cooper, and was so close to getting a win, but it just did not happen. That 95 car came up second, runner-up in the New Hampshire race, and now that person who he finished runner-up to is now his teammate. Used to be on National Racing. Jake Booker is now on Alonso Racing. He'll be further along in the race somewhere in the front, I guarantee you, after his dominating performance at New Hampshire. Along with Conrad Cooper, you can't really say either of them was dominating. Both of them just like really similar laps on the track. Here is a first-time driver. We got Caleb Hoffman from the Tektronix Motorsports Ford, and the 04 car had a semi-decent run at the All-Star race. Did not do too well, I don't think. I think he got wrecked out, actually. Can't really remember. But anyways, that 04 car running towards the back right now with the chaser Brian Boone. Not sure why he's back there. Maybe he's trying to avoid any wrecks that may pop up. Obviously, that's pretty much what's taken a lot of people down the points incredibly, and that's not what you want to see here. 70 car, I think, is just trying to wait it out. Well, at least that would be my guess, because other cars back there are Chassain, and that looks like the 22 car. Those guys are not chasers, as well as the 55. Obviously, the chasers are trying to make their way up the front early on. But here is the 5 car that I was talking about. Now Alonso Racing car as their backup of 4. This Alonso Racing has had so many team owner changes, team car changes, a lot of stuff on their team. I mean, they've actually been getting better too. Not saying that these changes are bad, they're actually doing very, very good. They used to have our Chassain on the team, which it wasn't really their decision. He actually left. But now that they have Jake Booker filling in that position, I feel like this team is just going to keep getting better and better. With Jake Booker on their side, he's a really good driver. Currently first in points. I can see it definitely benefiting right now. Nally Motorsports is a team that really needs to beneficiate right now. Just has no one in the chase right now. All they're going for is wins and just trying to build up points, money for next season. And that's basically all these teams that did not make the chase are doing right now. You're going to try to come back next year and have a better shot at it. Obviously, it's a long ways away. You have plenty of time to regroup and try to get your stuff together. and making way up the boards. And next season is going to be a really big change. Comes rule changes, a lot of stuff about sponsorship. Everything's going to be reworked next year. And right now, he's just trying to finish out the year with very strong, maybe even get a bigger sponsorship role next year, or even a better team. And Valley Motorsports wants to be one of those teams. They've been here since the very beginning, all the way back to the Bud Shootout. They just has not had the strength. It used to be a Dodge team, but switched to Ford earlier in the year, and currently running towards the middle right now. We're looking at Michael Jones here, one of the guys that is looking to try to get as many points as possible. That 47 Dodge is looking strong out here, still in the front, but Webster Zygarde, the two-time winner, won at Homestead, and the other one in the All-Star race, going underneath them in that 12 Billy Bishop Motorsports Dodge. And the 12 car has been, I mean, he was really strong in the beginning of the year. We were really calling him out, but usually I kind of recognizing him as a mid-class runner, and he's not been incredibly good. He's been more than just back marker towards the front, and there's no other way to put it. He might be a two-time winner, but usually he's towards the 10th place. And we're looking at Addison Steinbeck in the 33 car. We were saying this about him a while ago as well, until he won 2 in a row from Infininon and the race before that, which I can't put my finger on it. But anyways, it'll come back to me later. But Addison Steinbeck and that Tacos Racing Team Toyota is in the chase and comfortable right now, as all he needs to do is try to at least make it through the next 4 rounds. I think he has a shot at the chase. I mean, he's seen a lot of his competition start to fade early on. That's exactly what all these guys who were long shots to win the chase want. And like I said, you have to, like I said last race, you gotta get in. Oh, we got a car in the wall. And that's chasers. All 3 of those cars are chasers. The 2 car, the 48, and the 9. And that's some pretty hard damage on the 48 car, Brett Brown. And the Taco Bell Toyota is not looking too fancy right there. And Brett Brown was 6th in the points coming into this race, so this may not drop him out of the points, but definitely is going to take him a huge deficit out of it. And we're looking on board. It looks like I can't tell if he got turned by the Arsha Sane car or just got into the 2 car a bit too much. But whatever it was, that takes 3 chasers into bad territory now, as they look to just to salvage something from this day. And this is exactly what I think Brian Boom was waiting for. He just gained 3 spots. And we're looking at your front runner, Jay Durrell, who took the lead of just moments before the caution came out, as he'll lead him down pit road for his pit stops, and then to the green as he keeps the lead off of it. But he will not keep the lead going down into turn 1. Look at Nick Purcell's in the 16 car, just jumping out, looking to take the lead right on the restart. He'll dive bomb it and will take it. 47 of Michael Jones right on the inside, taking it right from him as well. It doesn't seem like the outside line is doing very, very well for anyone at this track so far. But I'm also going to look behind these guys. Still got to point out those non-chasers. Moving to 2nd place, Conrad Cooper. I have no idea where this burst of speed came from, but that 95 car is now running 2nd for the 2nd week in a row. Great job for the 95 team. Nick Purcell, though, is still leading the race. Conrad Cooper will fall back just a bit, not too much. As Michael Jones files in 2nd, this is a look back from your leader right now. His field is pretty compact for Pocono. I would have thought it was just a little bit more stretched out, but it doesn't seem like that. I think everyone's running very decent lap times. Very close quarters racing so far at this track. However, with that last caution, it just leaves us to wonder, will that be the last one, or will there be another one before the race ends? I wouldn't really doubt it, but I think it would. If there's going to be a caution, it's going to happen soon. Although that's not the case of what happened in New Hampshire, I guess. Ryan Dunn has fallen back deep in the field, and I'm not sure if he just had a bad pit stop or what, but he looked like he was a little slow coming out of pit road. That might have been strategy based, but most likely not, because I think the last thing that Ryan Dunn would want to do right now is fall back in the field. And plus, the 32 car, I mean, he is literally the last car in the chase right now, so he cannot take any chances on falling back. Another car that can't take any chances, Derek Petrie. He was the last running car and is currently just located just outside the chase cutoff line right now. So that 53 car needs to put it in here as well. He hasn't had a good run all day as well. Up in the front of the field, I believe his highest is 15. So he needs to start pulling himself up to the front of the field as well. You see Brian Lindley starting to work his way through the field in that 70 car. Also making his way up through the field here. Michael Kraft in the 31 though is balling. He's not had a good car all day either. Your Richmond winner of the race of the series. You see Jacob Tube in there in the middle, Gary Weaver. I see also Kyle Collins, who had a decent run in New Hampshire, but was middle class of the field. So an 83 car also having a middle day here as well. And I'm kind of starting to see a lot of non-chasers running in the front of the field. I'm seeing Robin Shannon there, as well as some other drivers up there, like Brian Lennon. Right now we're riding on board with Rick Witt in the 68 cars. He moves his way to third. Rick Witt has been a kind of lone man up there, has kind of supporting his team right by racing, getting close, not being chased. And Nick Persos has been having a good season, but Rick Witt has been also having a really good season. Good race in New Hampshire and one at Hillside. So Rick Witt having a very, very good run so far at this race. This is just what he needs. But look who's going for the lead. Maui Motorsports' Giovanni Barraza. And Barraza was complaining on how he made the wrong decision to go to Maui Motorsports after the race. But look what he's doing here now in his first race back after the All-Star event. He is going for the lead on Cody Russell, one of the top performers in the chase right now. Anyways, we're going to see some pit stops happening again further on the green flag now. So caution is getting, if it's going to happen, it's looming. But Addison Steinbach is actually going to be the one out of pit road the fastest. Very, very good work on her with his pit crew. And that 33 car gets out of pit road the quickest. But look who's right behind, Giovanni Barraza in the Connect Ford, gonna make the move down to the inside, and I believe he's got it. Barraza making a move, and he's got it. So good job for Giovanni Barraza, finally making his way back up to the front. And maybe people forgot, he's the winner of Chicagoland when he raced with Flash Racing for a while there. Michael Jones has also fallen back. There's a triple whammy. You have Ryan Dunn, Michael Jones, and Derek Petrie, the top 3 contesting drivers for the championship. 3 of the 4 drivers that we thought were going to win the championship, the other driver being Kyle Collins, all in danger heavily of losing it. And these guys not only need to pick it up, but they have to pick it up by a lot. But Maui, things get even better for Maui Motorsports. AJ Davidson just moved his way into second, and still, he's actually not a winner, despite being in the series since Daytona. And that 52 car would definitely love a win in that Pennzoil Ford. Got the sponsor just after Daytona, has not really had much to show for it. He did get a 5th place at Infininon earlier in this season. Other than that, he had an impressive run at Daytona, nothing much more from the team. But right now, he's going for the lead, and AJ Davidson has the lead. And you see Ryan Dunn's making his way up the field right next to his teammate, Gary Weaver. But the 83 car is also not doing too well. And we just said that he was the 4th driver, so all 4 of our picks are not doing well here at Pocono. And that is very surprising. It seems maybe they have used up everything they had in the preseason, maybe? Because I'm seeing guys like the 9 car, who had a good, strong run at New Hampshire, as well as Rick Witt up in front, Cody Russell, all those guys outperforming the guys we thought we were going to win. And especially Jake Booker in his 5 car. Now in Alonso Gabbat Racing, you'd think he'd be doing at least kind of bad for his first start, but not really. He's just outside the top 10. I believe he's 11th, if not 10th. I can't really see where he is at this moment in time. Looking back there, Conrad Cooper may not be a second or a dominating performance at all, but definitely a good follow-up run. Just being able to qualify for a team that usually can't qualify 2 races in a row. That's good. That's good stuff right there for that team. And you see Caleb Hoffman, he's running 9th up there, or 10th, forgetting. And that's in his first run in that race. It's a great. We've seen some great runs for cars, especially the Maui Motorsports cars, first and second coming into pit road as they pit on the same lap, earliest out of anyone. I believe Noe Perkins down with them, but basically earliest out of anyone. The 33 car again is going to get the best pit stop as he drives out in front of the field. And will Giovanni Barraza catch him? It doesn't really look like it. He's got a huge lead on the rest of the field. It looks like, yeah. So Addison Steinbach takes the lead on pit stops, but look who's right behind. Jake Booker in the Deer Park Chevy, and that 5 car is coming. And so is the 52, as AJ Davidson lost a bit of time, but he's back on the charge. As we're looking back, you see the field definitely spread out now. And all the way back there, I think I can see some familiar faces that we normally see in the front. More on that later. But Ryan Boone, he is definitely doing what we thought he was going to do. That 70 car running up front now at the end of this race. But there's your familiar faces I was talking about. The Heineken Chevy and the Lindsey Marine Dodge. And those 2 cars right there are not probably going to advance. These 2 needed to have a good run. Michael Jones showed it all day long, but pit stops fell him back, and Derek Petrie just has not had a good run all day. Those 2 are dead last and are goners right now. And we're looking at other cars that are not doing too well, as this is one of them. Cody Russell, strong day all day. Oh my gosh, Brian Lenning splitting the needle there between Kyle Collins. Kyle Collins got held up by the slow car of Cody Russell. But good run all day long for Russell. It'll end in smoke, or at least in an engine failure with those roads. But looking back up front now as another chaser drops to bad luck. We're seeing your 9 car and the 2 car blocking the field. Those 2 cars involved in the only crash so far. Addison Steinbach and Jake Booker on the inside line gonna make it by him first, holding up AJ Davidson on the outside line. And going through as well Giovanni Barraza and Webster Zygarde. And Caleb Hoffman. Just an amazing start for his first race in that Tetronics Motorsports Ford, surpassing what Arsha Sain has done today, and even the chaser, Jacob 2 has done today. So great job for Caleb Hoffman, and definitely what the teams want to see out of the driver in the first run. But looking back, I also see Rick Witt up there. I think he just might take the points lead if Jake Booker wasn't there though, maybe second. But looking there, I'm seeing this, look at this, 3 wide going down into turn 1. These guys want the win. I see Matt Hotchkiss, he's also had a good run up there. Kyle Singer also appearing up here. Oh man, the 60 and the 55 are rubbing fenders, but they all stay clean. Addison Steinbach trying to make another run back on the outside. Matt Hotchkiss still 3 wide, getting a good push from AJ Davidson. And we're going to be coming to take the white flag here. We're going through turn 2 now. There's still 3 wide. Hotchkiss trying to hold on desperately as Addison Steinbach still holds his line on the outside. Caleb Hoffman pushing, and Rick Witt all alone in the middle in the Maypee Dodge. But right now it looks like the 33 is just going to have to surrender after a good strong charge on the outside. But the 55 car comes out on top. White flag flying in the air. I'm seeing Nick Purcell's, Jacob 2, also all have pulled something out of nothing. And looking back from Matt Hotchkiss right now, your leader. And Rick Witt would love a win. He'd be the 5th driver to earn 2 wins in this series. And Matt Hotchkiss right now looking to win his first. That Toyota Camry, all black. And really it's been that way since day 1 at the Bud Shootout. Has wanted to win so bad. He might just get it here, but AJ Davidson has something for him. He also wants his first one, getting a push from Addison Steinbach. It looks like it might be over as AJ Davidson has the preferred line going down into the corner, and the Pennzoil Ford now taking him to the inside, but Matt Hotchkiss gets a good run. The 52 is going to need a little help if he wants to get him. Checkered flag, and Hotchkiss takes it in probably the closest finish I've seen all year, if not second closest compared to Daytona's. And great finish out there by Matt Hotchkiss as he'll take home a win for Old Spice Motorsports. Not one of their drivers in the chase. Actually, both their drivers really did not do well. But hey, at least Matt Hotchkiss did, as that's something for Old Spice Motorsports to celebrate about. And you know who's celebrating? Malley Motorsports, 2nd and 5th. Amazing runs for those 2 cars. Addison Steinbeck, decent 3rd place. Kyle Singer, great 4th place in that Minnesota Motorsports Chevy. Rick Witt comes home solid 6th. Jake Booker, follow-up run in 7th. That's still amazing after a 1st place finish. He'll definitely keep the points lead after this one. Caleb Hoffman, good 1st run for him. Webster Zygar, 9th. And Bella Davis, silent 10th for her in that 69 car. 11th, Nick Purcell's 12th, Conrad Cooper. Also a good follow-up run in that Alonzo Gavot Racing Team car. Jacob 2 with a solid 13th. I don't think he'll be falling out of the points, as he was in danger from wrecking out last week. Gary Weaver and Brian Dunn, the Checkered Flag Motorsports cars, in 14th and 15th. Brian Boone, not as good, but he still finished 16th. Brian Lenning 17th, Jack Newman 18th, Daniel Voiles 19th, and Kyle Collins will round out the top 20. And Derek Petrie, Michael Jones, Jay Durrell, Michael Kraft, all chasers, 21st to 24th, did not have a good day here at all. Robin Shannon in there, and Arsha Sane, both the non-chasers. But then we go down, Zach Cars, Jay Barker, Cody Russell, and Brett Brown. There were too many chasers in the lower 30, in the lower 21 to 30th. In the finishing results, too much, and we're gonna see if that has a big impact on the chase. But here's 1st through 10th in points, as you see, 54 to 30th, and that's actually a growing gap right now. But looking, I don't see really any real drivers that I said that were gonna do the best when we came into chase points. This is crazy. I don't think anyone could have predicted that right now none of the top 5 from before the chase started would not even be in the top 10 at this point, and that's kind of terrifying. But now, who is out? Jack Newman finishes 20th, Michael Jones out 19th, Derek Petrie out 18th, Ryan Dunn out 17th, and Brett Brown out 16th, and those names shock me. Cody Russell finished 11th, Zach Carts 12th, Kyle Collins 13th, Jay Barker 14th, and hanging on by a thread, Jacob 2 by 1 point, 15th place there. Brett Brown, so close, but that 6th place run won't keep him safe. And now, the Pennzoil Cup Series, we'll see you next time at Eldora for a 3rd chase race. Thank you all for watching. There are your songs. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.